In other royal news, who's been found in a car park in Leicester?
Stan Collymore.
This is Richard III, isn't it?
It is Richard III, yes.
Do you know about Richard III?
I know a little bit about Richard III, yes.
Well,
my image of Richard III would be kind of odd, because we weren't taught a lot of that in school, is of the Shakespeare...
So he was
Skywalker! Your friends cannot save you now! Oh, the Death Star will be quite operational when your friends arrive.
You get a different version. You get a different version to us.
Richard III was the man who lost the War of the Roses to Alan Titchmarsh. And he died at the Battle of Bosworth, and his remains have been found under a car park in Leicester, which is great, but they don't know what to do with him because he's lost his ticket and he's got £6 grand in back payments. He's got to pay another 50 because he's buried across 2 spaces.
I'm amazed that anyone's shocked about finding him. The state of car parks these days, you can't walk 10 feet without putting your feet in a Richard III.
It's not a big deal either, is it? They found him in...
It's not a big deal.
They found Richard. It's not a big deal. They find Prince Harry in a skip most weeks.
It's an amazing addition to Leicester's Hall of Fame. They've got Engelbert Humperdinck, Shawaddy Waddy, Rusty Lee, and now Richard III. It's the worst variety show of all.
All MC'd by Gary Lineker.
Please tell me that he comes on at the end.
I'm suspicious it is Richard III, but firstly because, you know, they didn't have car parks in the olden days, and also because they found the bones in a small cardboard box labelled Southern Fried Chicken.
Well, I think that's the reason chickens do have a curvature of the spine.
Yes, they do. Wings.
Yes.
And people were a lot smaller then, so...
They were, you're right.
They weren't the size of a chicken.
That's some way I have found Richard III. Just a chicken carcass. Yeah, look. We didn't have to dig. One of the cars pulled out and it was just here. It was sitting there.
They think he killed the Prince in the Tower. They're not quite sure, but they think it's with a candlestick or the lead piping. That's one thing. And they think that now he was probably quite a good king, in fact. Don't they? He also said a horse, a kingdom for a horse.
I think he should be saying, the Force! My path for the Force! Skywalker! That is the greatest thing of everything in the world. Like oh, the Death Star will be quite operational.
There's a pit-beating monkey.
Yeah.
I have given... like a Chinese Death Star. This Death Star a lot cheaper than the other Death Star. But it's not faster. You cross my palm with my lightsaber. I tell you fortune.
You deliver to Endor. Endor out for a range.
You have to correct. I put down the force field so you can get in, innit?
Well, let's spin the wheel. The first of it is drinking. Who wants to come in on that? Tess.
Hi, give me a chief, you like a drink? Cool, I don't drink, because I'm not an infidel. But the reason I bring it up is because last summer I got invited to a stag do, and that stag do was in Benidorm. Thing is, the whole time I was in Benidorm, because I genuinely don't drink, I was a bit like, you know that guy who goes to Alton Towers, but he just holds the bags and the coats when everyone else goes on the rides? That's what it felt like for me in Benidorm. But genuinely, I've never touched a single drop of alcohol in my life. And, well, tell a lie. There might have been this one time in Benidorm. So I'm out with the lads. It's a stag do. I'm stagging it, textbook, just having a great time. And I came back to our table, and there's glasses on there filled with clear liquid. I picked up quite innocently what I thought was my lemonade. Took a sip of it, spat it back out, turned out to be vodka and lemonade. And I'd never drunk before, so the vodka, it really burnt my mouth. And I felt awful because I'd just broken one of the major rules in my religion for the very first time. Hashtag a big deal. At that moment, I just took a step back and honestly, genuinely, hand on heart, just really, really wished they hadn't smoked so much weed before I left the hotel. Mum, if you're watching this, weed is street slang for Basil.
Thank you very much, Ted. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is communication. Where you go?
Recently, I've joined up the group Eavesdroppers Anonymous. Not that they know. I wouldn't like to burgle my house. Oh, no. Well, it would be pointless, wouldn't it? Stealing things I already own. Missiles! Missiles! They don't even sound accurate. If your name is Andre, don't end your texts with a kiss. As early as 1724, Sir Tim Montague had the idea for the post-it note, but he'd nothing to write it down on. So if you're at a party and you spill some red wine on a white carpet, best thing to do is to get some ordinary table salt, throw it in the face of the host, and make a run for it. Annoying, isn't it? When you go shopping, you buy something, you get it home, and then you see the sticker, buy one and get one free. And you think, I could have got another shoe.
Thank you. Points again and go to Ted. Well done. Everyone comes back. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And the first subject is courage. Reese.
I'm a very courageous person. Like the other day, I was walking home from a night out and I got myself a kebab, even though I knew full well that back home I had run out of Gaviscon. Wow. We got a badass in the room at last. Tell you what, though, I am not courageous enough to be honest to a taxi driver. Rule 1 of being a comedian, do not tell a taxi driver you are a comedian. They expect too much from the relationship, right? Like, either they want you to tell them a joke for free, or they want to tell you a joke, which is often morally all over the place, right? So you have to lie to them, right? But that's nerve-wracking. I was in a taxi the other day, and I freaked out, right? My mind just went blank when I got in the taxi. I was there, I was nervous, like my palms were sweating, my knees were weak, my arms were heavy. It was very familiar. I was freaking out, honestly, because I knew he was going to ask that question. I knew he was going to say, what do you do for a living? I'm in the back of the taxi thinking, Reece, don't panic. Just say the first thing that comes to your head. He turns around and goes, what do you do for a living, mate? And I went, taxi driver. I mean, say what you see, but he didn't speak to me for the rest of the journey, so I now do it every time.
Thank you very much. OK, so that leaves Nish. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is race.
I'll take this one, Reece. Difficult and interesting time to be a non-white person living in Britain right now. But I think things are improving, especially to be a non-white comedian. Because 10 years ago, I got some advice from a former agent. She said, Nish, you should stop mentioning on stage that you're not white. And I was like, people are gonna know. I'm not exactly flying under the radar race-wise here. So a couple of weeks later, I got offered an audition in a sitcom. Now, that part required me to do what was cheerfully referred to in the script as the accent, right? Weren't talking about French, were they? Now, when that came in, I said, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to do that. It's cheap. It's Uncle Tom. It's selling out my entire cultural heritage. And she said, this is the problem with you, Nish. You take too high-minded approach. You'll never be successful in comedy because you will never do comedy that relates to the man in the factory. And when she said that, I said, I don't really relate to your paradigm of the man in the factory. I think what you're trying to say is that I should appeal to as high a percentage of the British population as possible. But in the 80s, we shifted from a manufacturing to a service-based economy. So actually, if you wanted to talk about most of the British public, what you should have said is the man who works in the shop or the man who works in a hotel. And she said, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Thank you very much, Chris. Points in the line go to Reece James. Come on.
Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. First subject is friendship. Who wants to come in that? Kerry.
Now, men and women expect very different things from their friendships. Women expect quite a lot from their girlfriends, and men expect sod all, really, very little. The bar is very low with male friendship. If a woman rings her mate and leaves a message on her voicemail and doesn't get an answer back within a day or two or a week or two, she'll ring her again, leave another little message. Did you get my message, babe? Because I did ring you and I didn't hear back from you, so I'm just checking you're all right, yeah? It's terrifying, really. But if a bloke rings his mate and he doesn't hear back within a year, 2 years, he doesn't care. He doesn't give a toss. I mean, he might bump into that mate down the pub and be like, oh, I rang you a couple of years ago. Thought you were dead. Can I have my drill back? It's a very different set of expectations, because blokes like banter. They love to banter with each other and they can be quite nasty to one another. Women, we do banter, but we have a threshold. We don't go in too mean. Like, blokes love a nickname. They love a nasty, horrible nickname. Nastier the better. I was introduced to a bloke recently by his best friend as Shitflaps. That was the name. I was like, but that's not your name, though, is it? Shitflaps. And he liked it. He was like, yeah, that's my name, Shitflaps, that's me. Everyone calls me Shitflaps, all my mates, and my dad and my kids. He was a broken man, but he felt loved, and that's what that was for. It's not unusual to see a bunch of blokes down the pub on a weekend introducing each other with all their stupid nicknames they've had since they were at school. This is Shit Don't Stink, he thinks he's it. This is Won't Stain Wayne. This is Pedo Pete. They all know a Pedo Pete. But you wouldn't see that with women. You wouldn't see a bunch of women introducing each other. This is Hairy Tits Helen. This is Cries Too Much Claire. I don't cry. You do, Claire, you do. You know, go on. This is Barrel Legs. You shouldn't have worn a skirt. This is Chlamydia Claudine. We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. We think it, but we don't say it.
Well done.
Lovely stuff. OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is health. Gary.
The area in a Nando's between the front and back door is called the peri-perineum. I like to judge my weight by my BMI. As long as I weigh less than a small plane, I think it's fine. When writing a story about losing your virginity, it's important to always put it in the first person. When people die and head towards the light, what they don't realise is they've already been reincarnated as a moth. I can count the number of chainsaw accidents I've had on the fingers of one hand. I tell you what always catches my eye, short people with umbrellas. So the other day, I was doing the hoovering in my pants, and I thought to myself, how do my bollocks get this dusty? I've been attending Gamblers Anonymous for 3 years, whereas my best mate Dave, he only stuck it out for 2.5, so I won that one. I like to think I'm a bit like Superman. For example, the other day I changed in a phone box from a man who really needs a wee to a man who's just had a wee. I pulled a sickie the other day, just one of the perks of working at the hospital. The other day, my girlfriend and I had great make-up sex. Well, I say that, she was out and I stuck her lipstick up my arse. Because I'm worth it.
Thank you very much, ladies. At the end of that round, first door, the $20,000! Come on! The next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Nathan, which category would you like?
It's got to be sport, please.
OK, cool. Your category is sport. The answer is 1 billion. What is the question?
How many white people apologised to me when 12 Years Slave was in cinema?
Really sound.
I don't know him. It's cool, don't I?
Is it how many pounds in cash did the Queen hide under her bed when she'd seen that Jeremy Corbyn had been elected leader?
Her family security is at risk.
How does someone with a cold say 1 million?
That could be what caused the financial crisis in the first place.
Is it how many wives would Henry VIII have had if he'd been on Tinder?
I shall have her. And I shall have her. Am I even flicking the right way? I shall have her. OK. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Or is it how many crisps can you eat before you bleed to death? Having a spiky poo.
Is it from a spiky poo?
Or as the Scots call it, bitey shitey.
What is the first thing that happens in Billy Elliot the musical? 1 billion.
Is it how many of Hillary Clinton's emails were actually spam asking her if she wanted to increase her penis size?
Is it how many traces of urine are there in a peanut bowl in a piss on your hands club? Is that one?
It's the right answer!
Is it how many times since Saturday has Andy Burnham gone, bollocks?
Can we move towards the correct answer, please?
OK. How many tracks are there on the compilation album The Best of Sound?
It's got to be the answer, right?
It was only released.
We now have to think
this week.
of things to improvise around that now.
Yeah. Oh, this really is the best of sound.
I think it's how much income will be generated by the Rugby World Cup.
That's absolutely right, Hugh. Thank you very much. Cheers. Let's see the first topic, please. The first subject is catering. Anyone's given that? Josh.
My favourite place to eat is the breakfast buffet in a hotel. Because at a breakfast buffet, I will eat absolutely everything. That's the rule, isn't it? At home, I will have cereal or toast for breakfast. At a breakfast buffet, I am having cereal and toast as my starter. In combinations you would never consider at home. Coming back and what have I got? Well, 8 hash browns, topped with some Dutch cheese, actually. I have 4 pain au chocolat, 6 croissants, some segments of a fruit I've never heard of, and 12 of the smallest orange juices you have ever seen in your life. I eat so much at breakfast buffet, I'm so tired, I have to go back to bed. And then sleep through to my next breakfast buffet. I'll be mixing the cereals, going crunchy nut cornflakes with shreddies. Who do I think I am, Heston Blumenthal? You've got to do it, don't you? It's like when you're in Nando's, they give you the plastic glass to pour your own drink. I think, well, I'll be an idiot not to make myself a spranter in this situation, wouldn't I? What am I having? Having a Sprocofola, actually, yeah, all of it. What did it taste like? Utter shit, absolutely terrible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. OK, let's have a look at the next subject. And the topic is smoking. Let's come out. Joe.
I've actually given up smoking, which, well, that's a lie. I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those pricks that says they've given up and then goes to the pub and smokes yours. Because, well, when I was a proper smoker, I hated pricks like that. I really, like... You know, someone comes to you and go, have you got a spare cigarette? I go, no. Because, unfortunately, I'm addicted to them. Which means I pretty much take a shine to all of them. Have you got a spare cigarette? Yeah, I do, weirdly, because I'm a 19-a-day man myself. Hence the way, you knobby. What else, like... Warnings, they do nothing for me. Like, you know, the warnings, they're quite drastic things. They're like smoking kills. So? I've got a horrible picture and still people don't give up. And I thought, bloody hell. So I've come up with a couple of ideas, right, to get people to give up smoking. They're just ideas, right? You could either put a warning on cigarette packets that says something like, one of these fags has been up a dog's arse. Yeah, I think that'll separate the men from the boys, won't it? Or simply make cigarettes cock-shaped.
Well done, Joe. Thank you very much. So that leaves Milton. Let's see what topic you've got. And the topic is school.
That last bloke was a bit weird, wasn't he? Anyway, I went back to my old school the other day, first time in 30 years. I took a note. Teacher said, so, Jones, what have you done with your life? I said, oh, I'm just Britain's top Ofsted inspector. They were a lot nicer to me after that. I was there for the funeral of my old science teacher. They asked me to say a few words, so I did. Method. We put the coffin in the crematorium. Observations. It burned with an orangey bright flame. Conclusion. No more homework.
Well done. Pointing out to the Milton Jones. Very good. Let me sit back. There we go. Now we play a round called Thief of Gagdad. This game involves Ed, Jack, Andy and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator. It settles on a topic and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. First subject is sleep. Edbert.
Does anyone here sleep with someone who snores? Yes? Well, I envy you, because I lie awake next to someone who snores. My wife snores terribly, and part of what keeps me awake is lying there going, how do you sleep through this? I can't sleep through it, I'm only next to it. The noise is inside your head. And how come you can sleep through that? But the sound of me making a sandwich in our kitchen, that wakes you up. There is no way me making a sandwich makes more noise than you're making right now. She snores. So she said the cutest thing to me one time, though. She says, do I not sound like a kitten purring? Bless. No. You sound like a cat drowning in porridge. If I had a kitten made that noise, I'd put it down. Apparently she had her nose broken a couple of times when she was a kid. Didn't teach her, she's still bleeding snores.
Thank you very much, Ed. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is health. Andy Parsons.
With flu jabs now, what they do, don't they, is they put a little bit of flu into you to help you combat the flu. I was thinking by that argument, surely you should be able to have the odd cake to help you fight obesity. Because let's face it, you can do too much exercise, can't you? You know, did you see Madonna's arms? They didn't look right, did they? It's like half human, half Terminator. Of course, that's the problem when you're always picking up small African children going, no, no, no.
Thank you very much, Andy. OK, the leads were Russell and Jack. Let's spin the wheel. The next subject is television. Who wants to come into that? Jack.
I get very frustrated with pretty much everything on television. I find adverts at the moment particularly annoying, like the banking adverts, because they're trying to portray bankers as being nice people. Like, they've got this one at the moment for, like, a mobile bank that travels around the country, and you walk in and there's your friendly local bank manager acting like a hairdresser, like, nattering away. You know, you walk up to the till, it's like, oh, how was your holiday? I went camping. Oh, why did you go camping? Because you lost all of my money! Decided the only option I've got is just to not watch TV at all, because everything annoys me. And I've got quite a lot of people that pressure me into doing that as well. Like my dad, he's quite old-fashioned. He's always saying, you don't need to watch television. You should do other things, better things, more edifying things. Don't watch TV, Jack. You should read. Read the great novels. They're entertaining, they're educational. Even read the Bible. The Bible is engrossing. It's enthralling. The stories of Jesus, they're encapsulating, they're invigorating. I'm like, no, Dad. If I wanted to be entertained by 12 people sat round a table trying to impress some bearded Jewish know-it-all that thinks he's some kind of deity, I will watch The Apprentice.
Thank you very much, Jack Whitehall. OK, Russell, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. That's fitness.
Could have been camel toes. Now, I was in the gym the other day. I was in a locker room, and a 5-year-old boy ran in and jumped into a locker. Now, sometimes you know you're just going to have an incident, right? You could hear him in there giggling, like, and you knew what he was going to do. He was going to jump out and scare his mates, because his mates appeared seconds later, like, where's Stephen gone? Where's Stephen? He was there a minute ago. This is most irregular. And he waited, not for his mates, but for 3 huge naked men. It was fantastic. They were kind of walking past, and this little kid leapt at those men like a cat with rabies. It was incredible, right? Just from nowhere, the noise they made, I've never heard a noise like it. They sounded like a tugboat getting molested. It was like, His long-suffering dad is in the showers, obviously heard this and went, that'll be my bloody boy! Ran back, confronted this glowing hellbeast and went, Stephen, what have I told you about acting up in public? And this little kid cut his dad down with one very simple sentence. Dad, your willy's moving? You're just there going, oh, the world is a better place.
Thank you very much, Russell. At the end of that round, the points go to Ed and Jack. OK, our next topic is what the voices in Tony Blair's head are saying.
You will obey! You will obey!
Keep smiling, have Gordon killed. Keep smiling, have Gordon killed. Cherie, will you shut the f*** up?
Oh, look, there's Cherie. That reminds me, I must post a letter.
I like big butts and I cannot laugh.
I wonder what John Prescott looks like in hot pants.
Mustn't get a stiffy.
Damn it, got a stiffy.
Go on, lie. You got away with it last time.
Well done, everyone. All come back and sit down. Now we replay round. So if this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories. Nathan, which category would you like?
Health, please.
OK, your category is health, and the answer is 8. What is the question?
Is it when talking to Barack Obama, how many black friends does David Cameron claim to have?
Is it what might bras look like if breasts were arranged vertically?
So, according to figures given to the tax office, how many coffees has Starbucks ever sold?
Is it after what hour are you legally permitted to consume square mint chocolates?
How many times has Julian Assange watched the complete DVD collection at the Ecuadorian embassy?
Is it, in fact, how many Father's Day cards did Boris Johnson get?
Is it how many episodes of Top of the Pops from the 1970s are safe to repeat?
Is it how many thousand people are looking at this thinking, why is Lamar doing comedy?
Including Lamar.
Is it, in fact, how many days should this year's winner of The Voice reserve for their career?
It's about the NHS.
Is it, in fact, how many commandments are there now for patient care?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. That is it. Yes, the question I was looking for was how many care commandments are being proposed for hospitals to help improve standards for patients. This is the news that the Care Quality Commission proposes that doctors and nurses should be issued with 8 fundamentals of care to ensure that patients are treated well. The charter, to be displayed in every ward and GP surgery across the country, is one of a number of proposals to improve standards of health care. Now, obviously, traditionally there are 10 commandments, but they felt it unnecessary to include the one about the donkey.
Is there one about the donkey? It's an oxen, isn't it?
Welcome to Mock the Week 458 BC.
Thou shalt not cover thy neighbour's drip.
Thou shalt have a right to wear a gown that doesn't show your bum. Food that can be cut with a knife.
They're so desperate for money. My nan was in hospital recently and they had to kick her off her trolley because they were taking it back to Asda for the £1.
I've heard your nan's off her trolley anyway.
I can't offend any more family today.
Let's spin the wheel. First subject is the North-South divide. How?
The North-South divide, yes. I believe we should build a wall and make it official. I do. Obviously, you know, Northerners can build it. Well, pay for it. But it's all built on stereotypes. The assumptions are all... It's all built on stereotypes. I have relatives in Grimsby who come to London and look for London to fulfil its stereotype. So they walk round going, oh, it's so unfriendly, no one chats to each other. And I say to them, why this constant need to chat? In Grimsby. I said to them, there was a little less chat and a bit more reading. Grimsby could be a cultural and economic superpower, it really could. The assumption is ridiculous, though. The assumption that everybody down south is rich is unfair. Like London, yes, very wealthy city. It's also got the biggest concentration of poverty in the UK is in London. That's a fact. Not me, thank God. God, no. Don't be silly. No. This goes tits up. Mummy bails me out. But, see, maybe that's why I've got a thing about this, because I am from a very middle-class southern family, and I am a bit of a middle-class southern twat. You know, we're one of those families that meet and everything is lovely. It's like, so how are you? Are you well? Yes, I'm lovely. Are you lovely? I'm lovely too. We're not really lovely. We can't do confrontation, the middle classes. That's why you never see us on the Jeremy Kyle show. Ever, do you? Ever. She's sleeping with your best mate! Well, obviously, I'm not happy about it, Jeremy. It'd be rubbish, wouldn't it? They're having a baby, she stole money off you to buy drugs. She is a bit of a character. Isn't she?
Thank you very much, Hal. Well done. Now we're left with Josh. Let's see what you have. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is the home. Josh Whittaker.
My flatmate is kind of filling our kitchen full of all the kind of pointless things my mum has in her home now. I don't know if you've got... We've just got this tea bag saucer, the saucer for tea bags. It's a very useful item. If you haven't got it, what it is, it's a saucer that you keep halfway between your kettle and your bin. It's basically for when you make a cup of tea and then you get the tea bag, look across at the bin and go... I mean, that's a journey, isn't it? I mean, that's 3 or 4 yards. I mean, I need a stop-off. That's like driving to Leeds. I could die of tiredness. Then you walk halfway, put your tea bag down, go back, pick up your cup of tea and walk past the bin and out the kitchen. All we've done is create a kind of tea bag death row. That's all we've done. We've got our tea bag sauce on our breakfast bar. If you haven't got a breakfast bar, what it is, it's an extra yard of sideboard. And it's for eating your breakfast. It's when you wake up in the morning, you want to eat your breakfast, but you think, bloody hell, it's too early for a table, isn't it? I mean, I can't handle one of them until lunchtime. I mean, what I want is something slightly higher and less comfortable. That's what I'm looking for here. There's one thing I don't want to eat at 8 a.m. It's a bar. That is the reason I feel so shit in the first place.
Well done to both of you. The first subject tonight is what a TV chef would never say.
So that's the bird plucked and stuffed. All that remains is to kill it.
Welcome to One Fat Lady.
And here, what you want to do is put a little bit of the brown mixture in the tin and then sprinkle a little bit of hash on the top of it.
Well, these Korean meatballs really are the dog's bollocks.
If you're wondering how to get the perfect skin on your parsnips, then you're mental.
Hello, I'm Delia Smith, and today we're going to cook a panda.
Am I invisible in this fucking jacket?
I think you do.
So, I've marinated it for half an hour, seared it for 15 seconds, and now I'm drizzling it on my buttocks.
You just need 2 things to make this dish. What you need is a takeaway menu and a phone.
Tonight on Russian cookery, cyanide, polonium, and a crab stuffed with explosives.
Not going to be worth it now, is it?
Unlikely agony aunt letters.
Dear Deirdre, why does semen make you fat?
Dear Deirdre, I have spent the last 6 months living with a beautiful woman. But yesterday, she found out.
Dear Deirdre, I swear Eastern European meerkats are trying to sell me car insurance. Am I going mad?
Dear Deirdre, last time I wrote to you, you told me that there was nothing wrong with masturbation. Why then, yesterday, did I get thrown off the bus?
My girlfriend's livid because I got drunk and did a shit on the roof. Please tell me, how can I wipe the slate clean?
I have terrible trust issues. Please help me, Deirdre, if that's your real name.
Dear Deirdre, my husband is pressurising me to try Alan. Also, how do I turn off predictive text?
Dear Deirdre, I have just bought a diesel VW and I am fuming.
My wife wants us to experiment in the bedroom, but last time we did that, the Bunsen burner singed my pubes.
Dear Deirdre, I can only achieve orgasm while writing a letter. Do you think it's... It doesn't matter.
Dear Deirdre, how do I turn off caps lock?
Dear Deirdre, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Is there any other tips on satisfying my wife?
As we own our own business, my wife and I often make love at work, and we love to try new positions. Tomorrow, I'm finance director, and she's head of IT.
Dear Deirdre, I have a mole on the end of my penis. How much trouble am I in with the RSPCA?
At the end of that round, the points go to Rob, Holly and Ed. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel for the first topic. And the first subject is parenthood. Who wants to come in on that? Ed.
I've been thinking recently that I should maybe have a baby, but I've thought about it and definitely not. Couldn't handle that amount of responsibility, something that precious. It's terrifying. You know, I've got friends who've just had a baby and they offer that thing around like a plate of biscuits. Do you want to hold my baby? Do you want to hold my baby? I don't want to touch your baby. That is a heart in a bag. I'm going nowhere near that thing. You wouldn't send the work experience into the boardroom, would you? Start me off at holding your uncle and I will work my way up. This is Uncle Toby, 47, from Swansea. Don't worry about dropping me, Ed. I am absolutely shit-faced. Still can't help it. I still think I might want a baby. Like, there's just moments in life I'm just grabbing at signs from the universe. Think, oh, maybe I should have a baby. It's happened to me the other day. I was in the queue in a shop to buy a new light bulb. Because I'm not a student anymore, my light bulb had gone. I'm not going to sit there in the dark for 6 months. So I was in the queue, and in the queue in front of me was a man with a baby. He was a dad. You've got to give people the benefit of the doubt in that scenario. You can't go storming in going, excuse me, is that your baby? You've just got to admit it probably is, right? And on the wall, there were these light switches. They weren't real light switches. They were just, like, designer ones to show you what they would look like on the wall. And the baby was playing with them. Was going, ah-da-da-da-da-da-da, playing with them. And the dad was going, yeah, try that one. And he was going, ah-da-da. I saw that. I thought, ooh, that's quite sweet. Maybe I want a baby. There's something in that tableau that I quite like. Maybe I want a baby. Am I broody? Is this brood? And then the dad walked off with the baby, and I wandered over to the light switches and started playing with them. I thought, oh, no. That's what I wanted.
Well done, Ed. Rejected exam questions.
Which of the following is not a hydrocarbon? Kerosene, ethylene, come on, Eileen.
Welcome to your French exam. It's exactly the same as your English exam, but with tongues.
Postgraduate sociology. Your degree is good for driving a cab.
Draw the male reproductive system on this toilet door.
Why do Mummy and Daddy not love each other anymore? Was it something you did?
Eton College A-Levels, question 1. Is this the question your teacher showed you last week?
If Theresa has 330 seats in the Parliament and then she loses 13, how does she still have a job?
Biology practical question 1. Cock or ball?
Psychology, question 1. How are you going to feel if you can't even answer this one?
Cornwall has no capital. False or true?
Identify this novel from the following quote. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Cockney Hardman exam, question 1. What the fuck are you looking at?
Theology. Is there a God? You'd better hope so. Look at this next question.
What is the sexiest of all the dance moves? Please show your twerking.
Nuclear physics A-level. Mark on a map where Guam used to be.
Write an essay about your favourite hobby, but write it in foreign.
Who predicted the first fridge? Was it A, Nostradamus, B, Prepostradamus, or C, Defrostradamus?
Theoretical physics. Discuss the theoretical possibility of time travel. You have 1 hour, starting 3 hours ago.
Advanced bullying, question 1. Dickhead says what?
Discuss the use of symbolism in the Of Mice and Men books, which are, of course, Of Mice and Men, Two Mice, Two Men, and Of Mice and Men, Tokyo Drift.
The subject is modern living. Who wants to come on that? Andy Parsons.
Now, apparently at the next election, we're all going to be able to vote by text. Now, I can see that going tits up, particularly with predictive text. People voting for New Labrador, the Conservatory and the literal demagogues. And I've got to be honest, I am no fan of mobile phones, particularly because you can no longer, can you, call a wrong number. Call a wrong number, don't you? Half an hour late, you get a call back. I believe you just called me. I got a wrong number. No, Sonny Jim, what was it you wanted to say? Well, at that point, I like to go, brilliant. I get to make a dirty phone call, but they've had to bloody pay for it.
That leaves us with Michael and Russell. Let's spin the wheel. Next topic is drugs. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
Good laugh, mate. I get offered drugs loads. I was at Glastonbury this year, right? And this bloke came up to me. He's like, "Oh, mate, do you want some shrooms?" And you're quite tempted, because everyone's like, "It was amazing, man. Had a chat with the tree. Good guy. He was called Nathan. You'd love him. We could play racquetball Thursday week. What a chap." But you know, if you took mushrooms, you'd be the one who would have the story that would end up on the front page of the papers. Do you know what I mean? I killed a lollipop lady. She wouldn't let me lick it, and I killed her. So in the end, right, it's really embarrassing. I had 3 packets of Starburst just shoving in front of my tummy, like, nom, 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 nom. And I was like, my guts totally gave way, and this lovely old lady came up to me and was like, "Are you all right?" Now, you've never known being truly pathetic until you've looked into the eyes of a kind stranger and gone, "I've eaten too many sweets."
OK, Michael, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is grooming. Michael.
People like my hair, though. I do gigs, and people come up to me after the show and they go, I loved it. I go, what part? And they go, your hair. It moves around when you tell jokes. And people find it funnier than me. And I'm worried I'm going to wake up bald with a note. I've gone solo. I obviously don't need you. I'm touring. I never understand the end of a haircut, the mirror bit. There's this strange... Men don't want this bit, OK? There will be a back of the head mirror. It's a mirror specially designed for the back of the head. They will fetch the mirror. Man is already thinking, I don't want this, I don't want this. And then they present to you the back of your head. It's a surreal moment in life. It's you looking at the back of your head for the only time in life you see the back of your head. And I think in the history of hairdressing, no man has reacted at this moment in any other way other than... yeah. I don't even know it's my head. For all I know, it's just a photo of his best ever haircut. I don't care. It's of no interest to me. Do people go, I love it, I'm leaving backwards. Woohoo! Thank you!
We play a round called Happy Birthday, Paul McCartney. This game involved Joe, Milton and Carl. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch a wheel of news and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest, OK? Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is retail. Can I have somebody to come in and talk on that? Joe Coffett.
Tesco's have announced that they are going to overhaul their shops by employing more staff, which is great because the self-scanning doesn't work, does it? It's just a row of angry people shouting at machines. Just going, but there's nothing in the bagging area. I've removed it from the bagging area. Do you know what's in the bagging area? A friggin' bag. What a surprise. And also, I have to say, though, sometimes a person isn't better, right? I was at Tesco's at the checkout with a person at the checkout, and just by mistake, instead of the Tesco club card, I handed over my Sainsbury's Nectar card. The woman at the checkout in Tesco's, no word of a lie, she looked at the Sainsbury's card, she put it down, she then looked at her own badge. As if to go, maybe she's right, maybe I do work in Sainsbury's. So the shopping came to £3.76, so I gave her £5 and a penny and then stood back and watched her head explode. And another shop, Abercrombie & Fitch, they were famously sued in America because they had a policy of only employing young, very attractive people. I thought, do you think Argos has the exact opposite policy?
Thank you very much, Joe Coffey. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is health. Who wants to come in that? Carl.
Right. I suffer from recurring stomach problems, which sometimes lead me into quite embarrassing situations. One happened when, about 2 years ago, I went to see Alicia Keys live in concert at the O2 Arena. That's not the embarrassing bit. En route to meet friends to go to the show, I stopped off with my doctor to get a little checkup, and he said it was all fine, but he wanted a stool sample, so he gave me a little pot and said, do your sample, drop it in the morning. So I put it in my bag and then went to meet friends for a drink before the show. About half an hour passed, I felt movement. I thought, I better do it now, I've got to drop it in the morning. So I went to a pub toilet and I did my sample in a pot and put it back in my bag, went out, didn't tell my friends what I'd done, we just carried on drinking. About half an hour later, it's showtime. We went to the O2 Arena where I'd never been before to see Alicia Keys. And I reckon it was about 30 metres from the front of the queue where I found out about their compulsory bag search system. Have you ever tried to explain to a security guard why you're trying to smuggle a stool sample into an Alicia Keys concert? It's pretty tough. When he pulled it out, I've never heard more shock on a man's voice. He just sort of went, what is it? Like that. And I freaked out and said the first thing that came into my head, so I went, it's a pot of shit. Like that. Which he then repeated louder, right? He just sort of went, a pot of shit! And it went back down the queue like Chinese whispers. About sort of 20 people back, I think I heard somebody go, I think there's a guy with a bowl of chips at the front or something. So I'm just there, totally embarrassed, didn't know what to do, I'm always crying. I explain my story. The guy gets his supervisor, who comes over, and this is a great response. I was honestly like, oh, I've got a bag, sorry. And he listens to all that and goes like this, he goes, all right, I believe you, you can keep it.
OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left. Let's spin the wheel. The subject is relatives.
The scariest thing that ever happened to me in my entire life was when I was very little. My dad said, I'm just going to pop upstairs. And he went upstairs and he popped. I didn't speak to my dad. Well, he was a bus driver. You're not allowed to. My brother, he's allergic to cheese, not the taste. Just if anyone says the word, he goes, whoop. Doesn't happen very often, but we've got some weird family photos. My grandfather, he was a GI, and he was in the RAF. OK, he was a giraffe. During the war, when board games were illegal, he was put in prison for being a Yahtzee sympathiser. My uncle, he was a security guard at the O2 Arena.
The next topic is things that would change the atmosphere at a dinner party.
Ignore the banging. She's been in there for 24 years.
Help yourself to Nibbles. He was our favourite hamster, but it's what he would have wanted.
Are you sure this is pork? It's just because Mike Crackling has a tattoo.
Don't worry, we don't say grace. We just sacrifice a child to the great god Imhotep.
Doorbell! Excellent. That'll be Heather Mills and James Blunt. Hope he's brought his guitar.
I hope nobody's allergic to nuts, because I like to rest mine on the table.
Well, this is absolutely lovely. I say we all raise a glass to the Fuhrer!
10 of you arrived. Only one will leave.
Anyway, long story short, after about 2 hours, you couldn't tell what was poo and what was chocolate.
There is a vegetarian option. You can fuck off.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Ed and Andy. It is to do with the visitor to London.
Oh, it's the whale. It's the whale.
It's the whale, yes. The actual answer...
I've no sympathy for this whale. It died of dehydration. In a river. They're supposed to be nearly as intelligent as man whales, and this whale died of dehydration.
Well, to be fair, the whale didn't request being removed from the river. The whale probably, if asked, if consulted at any stage about what are the major health problems that you could face while being removed from the river, dehydration, he probably would...
The best thing about this whole whale business is that there's now no need to go to New Zealand. Simply no need. You're 28 hours of connecting flights to look at whales. There's no point. They're in our river.
Do you know one of the reasons I think it swam up the Thames was because the Navy were doing sonic soundings and stuff off Southend, and this apparently confused the whale. Because it sounds like an explosion to us, but to the whale it said diversion, North Sea closed.
Delays possible till November.
I was very impressed with the fact that I spoke to a number of people who said, well, it received all the coverage because we in Britain love animals. And you're kind of going, no, I think any country that had a whale swim into the middle of the capital city would have probably gone, a whale, that's a little bit unusual to ask. I don't think there's any country in the world that gone, oh, the bloody, like an urban fox or something. The bloody whales are at the bins again.
It was the same week, the whale came up the Thames, the same week as Ben Fogle and, James Cracknell rowed across the Atlantic. And the whale was probably thinking, look, if they're going to take my territory, I'm going to London and I'm going to present Cash in the Attic.
This week on Cash in the Attic. Well, yes, it was my mother's originally. But we're hoping to raise money for a holiday in Australia.
I think it was weird that they were thinking... One of the plans was to use whale song to lure the whale back out to sea. But we don't know what a whale song means. We have no idea.
Anything by Dido will do.
Yeah, exactly.
As an emergency measure, they could have slowly moved Enya up the river from Kingston, playing her
I think we should
music,
do that anyway.
driving the whale.
Let's do that anyway as a memorial to the whale's memory, Dara. Or let's make a memorial for the whale by putting it in the EastEnders title sequence.
Is it not very selective as well that they gave the whale a name? That it was called Wally or Whaley?
What was the mistake with the names?
Well, because you give a whale a name, but you don't. When a dingo has eaten some children in Australia, you don't say.
Well, you don't.
Davy the dingo.
Well, you generally give the name to anthropomorphise, to give it to see that it reflects some great human qualities like bravery or
Getting
whatever.
lost.
But eating small children isn't really the kind of thing you want to have a body. Oh, little Teddy the dingo, you're all full up now, aren't you?
Exactly.
The Sunday Times helpfully ran a map of the whale's route, which we can show here. That's the whale, which is, the river, basically. Just in case you're going, if I was going to Battersea from East London, I wouldn't have gone that way. After the whale sadly died, some criticised the rescue operation. Let's face it, a whale needs to be winched onto the barge like it needs a hole in the head. I thought that was sweet, that particular one. To be fair, the whale only received the same treatment as any NHS patient, dying on the trolley 36 hours after first being seen. In the wheel. The first subject is exercise. Who wants to come in that? Ed.
I ran the London Marathon this year. Thank you. That was an absolutely amazing reception from you guys. Thank you very much. There was an awkward pause. Two people thought, I better fill that and go, ooh, and the rest of you collectively just went with, well, we could not give a shit. Thank you very much. We saw that on television. Thousands of people did that. Also, it was in April. How about you? Move on with your life. Also, of course you ran the London Marathon. You are a white middle-class man in his early 30s. That's what you do. And you're right, that is the most basic first step on the most basic posh man life ever. I can live my whole life on tracks now if I wanted to. That's how it goes. Marathon, marriage, kid, sleep with the au pair, divorce, Crocs, death. That's it. Did it for charity, because I'm a great guy. And you sort of have to. The charity I did it for was a type 1 diabetes charity. Before you think I'm too good of a human being, we'll let you know that I am type 1 diabetic, so I will see that money eventually. Very much playing the long game with that cash. Didn't actually enjoy the marathon, though, for one specific reason. Every few miles, there was groups of people stood there with blue rubber gloves on, with globs of Vaseline on the ends of their fingers, like this. Now, at the time, I had no idea that they were employed by the marathon. You're supposed to run past them, take Vaseline, rub it on any areas of chafage, I had no idea they were supposed to be there. To me, that just looked like some sort of horrendous motivational technique. You better keep running, boy. You better pick up the pace. Otherwise, it's examination time. You got an appointment with Dr. Fingers. Thank you very much.
The answer is £100 a day. What is the question?
Is it according to the Sun, how much does the average beggar make a day?
You're ruining by saying a day when it's already got a day in the answer.
Okay. Is it? Let me just check. Let me have another crack at that
the
one.
repetition of a day.
Say
it without a day and I'll watch.
What's happening?
Well, I was just about
Hang on a
to.
minute. Ed's turned into like the Microsoft paperclip. He's trying to write his letter. You're getting it wrong.
Are you doing a list?
According to the Sun, right, what does a beggar earn?
But we are apparently in the middle of a countryside crime wave. Have you seen this?
If I lived in a country, I'd be delighted if someone did a crime, because I'd be bored out of my mind. Thank God you've turned up with a shotgun to steal my rhubarb. Could you kill me on the way out?
Some bloke sold rhubarb from an allotment. You have to
tag it.
Just
Why don't they tag it?
Imagine the phone call. Just some deranged. They've taken it. It's gone. My prize-winning marrow. Is there no God? You have.
Surely you could just put rhubarb down his sleeves and then go.
Had I been there, well, you can't ever feel sorry for the. That's the lowest rung of criminality, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Let me finish. Just. I'm going to kill myself here.
Beautiful. Vintage Mock the Week. He brought up the subject just so someone else could do a joke on it. Surely he might have been working towards a punchline. You ignorant.
Jesus. I think the Could we get a higher chair for the joke umpire?
I have a feeling the Microsoft paperclip's taken some cocaine. But... I like it.
That's great. Little animation of the paper go. Good, yes. That's a really good letter.
The point I was going to make is, surely, right, fellas, but surely, if you're a bank robber, you're sexy, you're dangerous, you can get diamonds for your lover. If you steal from allotments, what hope have you got, you know? You've got dirt underneath your fingernails. All you have to offer is broccoli. You know?
Hey, a woman who's going to have sex for broccoli is going to be dirty.
I was wondering if one of the reasons they were trying to steal...
Wouldn't that be... Hang on, sorry to interrupt you, Andy, but wouldn't that be the...
Frankly, I wish to go on the record and say I have now lost control.
OK, let's spin the wheel for our first topic. And the topic is exercise.
We all know we need to do more exercise. I mean, we've now got the fattest kids in Europe. I'm not going to make fun out of obese children. I've learnt not to do that. They will come down on you like a ton of bricks. I didn't like exercising as a kid. When I was a kid, I was made to go swimming in a pool that had a Veruca pool before you got into it. The Veruca pool. Do you remember the Veruca pool? They actually called it the Veruca pool. You can't encourage children to walk in something that's called a Veruca pool. It's like offering somebody the use of your chlamydia flannel, isn't it? I mean, I try and exercise a bit more now. I've started doing yoga because apparently it increases your flexibility and spirituality. And I've got to be honest, it's pretty good. I'm now so good at the downward-facing dog, I have on occasion caught glimpses of my own third eye. I did a half marathon though a few months ago, which was pretty good. You know, don't be overly impressed, which you're clearly not. But I only finished yesterday, so there's clearly a lot of work to be done. And I did it I did the run for charity, and I know a lot of people are doing things for charity. You can't just exercise now, can you? You've got to do it for a good cause, and I get a lot of those emails. I know we all do, you know, will you sponsor me? Will you sponsor me? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm flip-flopping up Kilimanjaro for diarrhoea. Pogoing across the Arctic for trapped wind. Are you? Don't do that. I mean, the last London Marathon, it cost me an absolute fortune, because I sponsored loads of friends, right? I gave one friend 20 quid because he was doing it for cancer research, another friend 20 quid because he was doing it for heart disease, another one 20 quid because he was doing it for diabetes. In the end, it was actually cheaper for me to join Bupa.
OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the subject is work.
I didn't think I'd get a loan from the bank for my knitting business, but when I turned up actually wearing one of the balaclavas... I used to be a weatherman. In fact, does anyone want to buy a broken barometer? No pressure. If there'd been a mix-up, my uncle could have ended up as the next president of the United States. He's an undertaker in the army, or Barack Obama. Soldiers, of course, very emotionally repressed. Sometimes you see one of them go into the middle of a parade ground and shout, "Attention!" What he needs is a hug. Well, that's what I thought. My dad, he was a soldier, so, of course, as a family, we were always moving around a lot, because he used to use us for target practice. 6 hours I had to wait in the other day for the electrician until he opened the cupboard under the stairs and I was able to leap out at him. I remember when I was a policeman, I was asked to seal off an area and I went... "Arr!" That's all right, thank you.
Well done. Points there for Mr. Jones. Come on back.
Unlikely things to hear on a history documentary.
The Russians had Lemsip. The Americans had night nurse. This was the Cold War.
And it was in this humble florist that the War of the Roses began.
Guy Fawkes' bid to blow up the Houses of Parliament failed when he realised his body was made of jumpers and his head was an old football.
Tonight on Bruce Forsyth's History of Britain, Boadicea, Decea Bode!
Horatio Nelson, one arm, one eye. A tragic example of what can happen if you fall asleep and someone finds your organ donor card.
Welcome to Biggest Historical Boobs with me, Katie Price.
Tonight, I intend to find out exactly what did happen to Hitler's other ball. And my search begins right here in the Albert Hall.
And on Time Team tonight, we're in Stratford-on-Avon, where we've uncovered loads of monkey skeletons and some typewriters.
When Hitler started writing Mein Kampf, he intended it to be a light-hearted romp called Carry On Camping.
John F. Kennedy, Indira Gandhi, John Lennon. If history teaches us anything, it's that if you don't want your child assassinated, don't name them after an airport.
To be honest, I'm not interested in all this old nonsense, really, but since the end of Blackadder, the work's been fairly hard to come by.
It's hard to believe that this crumbling old ruin presented weakest link for as long as she did.
Of course, the Bronze Age was the third best age in history.
And now the documentary that every Channel 5 commissioner has dreamt of. Did Hitler sink the Titanic?
We've been digging in this field in Hampshire for 3 weeks, and we've found this one piece of crockery, which tells us we desperately need to get laid.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear over a tannoy.
We apologise to customers who have recently alighted at Northampton. I opened the wrong doors.
Could all the people shopping here at Asda please accept that you are piss poor?
Clean up required in the magazine aisle between loaded and nuts.
Would the parents of the lost child please pick him up from the meeting point? Madonna is trying to buy him.
I'd like to remind customers that our special offer this week is 100% off German bean sprouts.
If you would like to upgrade to first class, then you should have worked harder at school and got a better job.
Could the small boy holding the owl stop running at the wall between platforms 9 and 10?
Would the man on pump number 4 please remove the nozzle from the backside of the man on pump number 6?
Could the owner of the Ford Fiesta 1100 in the car park with the tinted windows and the go faster stripes sort your life out, mate, will you?
I can't remember what the code is. Would Mr. Fire please report to the kitchen? That's Mr. Out of Control Fire. Please report to the kitchen before it's too late. I don't want to start a panic.
The train now approaching platforms 3, 4 and 5 is the derailed train from Swansea.
Would the owners of a black Jaguar please move it as it's attacking the customers?
This is your captain speaking. You can now turn on your mobile phones as you'll need to text your loved ones goodbye as we plummet into the sea.
Things you wouldn't hear at a school assembly.
OK, today we're going to have a special outing. So, Miss Williams, if you'd like to tell everybody why you're a lesbian.
We welcome a new member of staff today. He has no arms and no legs and no body, and we will call him the Head.
Would whoever's milkshake is bringing all the boys to the yard please stop it?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. I've just had a shit the size of a baby seal.
If you are found in possession of cocaine, you will be given 100 lines. No, wait.
And today in the after-school club, we're going to be using papier-mâché to make a mother that actually loves you enough to pick you up at 3 o'clock.
I'm delighted to say that during the summer holidays, Mr. Wang married Miss Kerr. His nickname will remain the same.
A wise man once said, boys and girls, that if you try your hardest, you can fulfil your dreams. Generally, that's true. Not for you, though, Tom. You can't read. So...
And today, everyone, we have a new boy. Now, for some reason, whatever reason, he's been to a lot of schools, so be kind to him. Will you please make your way to the front? Richard Poo Willie.
A word about registers. Most of the staff are on one.
So that is how you put on a condom. But, sir, shouldn't you have used a cucumber? Not with that E. coli kicking around.
Sorry I'm late. I just had a bit of a run-in with an interactive whiteboard. It told me to fuck off.
I've had all your mums.
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on a TV talent show.
Tonight, I'm going to be climbing a SIP ladder.
You're right. I can't sing. Thanks.
I'd like to dedicate this song to a friend of mine who was run over last week and is in hospital. The wheels of the bus go round, 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 round.
I've got an ability that no one on this planet has. That's Ant, that's Dec.
It was like Elvis was in the building. You're fat and there's a stench of death.
Well, Peter, it's not what everyone would call entertainment, but you are one hell of an assassin.
I thought you hit the high notes really, really well. Be interesting to see if you can still do that when I haven't got your nuts in a clamp.
Hello. Where's my double act partner? Oh, he's in here. Feeling nothing more than feeling. Trying to
When you said you were going to ride a donkey...
Yes, I have been on the show before. I was once trapped in somebody else's underpants, going, feeling.
That was an exceptional performance, and the way that you have overcome your blindness is truly inspirational. But this is a chip shop, the X Factor audition.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're all terrible, OK? All of you, you're completely dreadful. I don't know what you're doing. Especially you, Hasselhoff. What have you done since Baywatch?
And as well as that, I can unzip the top of my head. It's where I keep my pyjamas.
I know you said you were a Gary Glitter tribute act, but we weren't expecting you to do that.
Unlikely questions from this year's exams.
Discuss the metaphysical meaning of the following poem. My friend Billy has a 10-foot willy.
Would you like this exam to be A, multiple choice, or not?
The Bronte sisters. Shag, marry, push off a cliff.
Discuss the following. The Nazis got all their ideas from the History Channel.
Who was the chap in the A team who would not get on the aeroplane? Was it A, B, or B, A?
If a bank loses £60 billion in a 6-month period, using numbers that you've plucked out of thin air, work out what the chief executive's bonus will be.
Napoleon, a small man or a long way away?
Quantify n in terms of q when q is a positive integer that dissects a parabolic curve.
How's your lucky pencil case now?
What's the name of that round thing that they throw in the Olympics? Discuss.
Draw a diagram of the genitalia of the male elephant. Use all 30 sheets of paper provided.
Biology. Without singing, what is the knee bone connected to?
Explain the use of juxtaposition in Macbeth. Alternatively, write down everything you know about Macbeth in a blind panic because you've got no idea what the word juxtaposition is.
Drama. Question 1. What was it that first made you want to become a waiter?
What is your PIN number?
The next topic is unlikely things for a continuity announcer to say.
And now, to upset children everywhere, it's Peppa Pig in pepper sauce.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Nigella will be back at the same time next week.
Up next, Ryan Giggs appears on Footballers' Wives.
Next up on Channel 4, live from Switzerland, it's Come Die With Me.
And now for a special episode of Planet Earth, where 6 chimpanzees will watch David Attenborough have sex.
And now is the time I have to be extremely careful, because the next programme is about Roald Dahl, genius behind Willy Wanker's Chuck Bollard.
Next on the History Channel, World War II in colour. Look away if you don't want to know how it ends.
Just to clear up some confusion for our regular viewers, ITV 2+1 is not the same as ITV3.
First, though, there's a serial killer on the loose in Balamory.
If you have been affected by some of the issues in EastEnders, they must have been acting it better than they usually do.
And now, Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares for the hard of hearing.
You're watching the Dignitas channel. For God's sake, don't press the red button.
Next up, it's Bargain Hunt, which is also rhyming slang for the bloke who presents it.
Right now, Kate Humble's in the lambing shed.
Oh. Unlikely lines from children's books.
Yes, it is sad. I used to be on Top Gear, said Stick of the Dump.
Jack, do you have any more of those beans?
A Stringfellow? What's a Stringfellow? A Stringfellow? Why, didn't you know it has tanned leather skin and a massive libido and bad 80s hair and a grin like a pedo?
This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed at home, and this little piggy went and died horribly of swine flu.
Let's learn the alphabet. A is for adopted, like you. B is for basmati.
And as Eeyore put the noose around his neck.
No, I don't think you should shave, Bilbo, said Frodo. Those feet need waxing.
Yes, yes, Grandma. What a big TV screen you got. Said Little Red Riding Hoodie.
Who's been sleeping in my bed? Said Daddy Bear. Well, said Mummy Bear, it's been your brother Ryan, and he's a much better shag than you are.
I want to go to Tottenham, said Max. That's where the wild things are.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or as we like to call them, the Sugar Babes.
Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a handsome young prince named Dara.
Where's Gaddafi?
The railway children gesticulated wildly at the driver. You've left us behind, you wanker!
Oh dear, said Postman Pat. I've just had sex with my cat Jess. I should have gone to Specsavers.
And so Emily learned. If she'd just been a nicer little girl, Mummy and Daddy would never have got divorced.
Do you know what? Said the very hungry caterpillar. This gastric band has changed my life.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things for a sports commentator to say.
And there's just yet another Grand Slam victory for Andy Murray.
And now we come to the javelin. If you're watching in 3D, you might want to look away now.
And here we are at the women's football, but while you're enjoying the game, please spare a thought for all the men at home who are going without dinner this evening.
Well, he's stroked that through the covers. Surely it would have been easier just to pull back the duvet.
And here at the British Grand Prix, we've already had a couple of fatalities. Yes, 2 of the crowd have died of boredom.
Lewis Hamilton is 3 seconds ahead, but there's trouble at turn 17 as Dastardly and Muttley have dug a pit.
I'm here at the Green Court Bowls, and I've started cutting myself.
He's got the right hook in, he's got the left hook in, and he's finally finished putting up those curtains.
Well, welcome back after the break. You haven't missed much, just the entire Indian innings.
Now let's go back to Henley, where Claire Balding is standing with 2 cocks.
There's Rio Ferdinand. What a tackle! But enough from me. I really should let these lads continue getting changed.
Alex Ferguson has substituted Wayne Rooney. Of course, not the first time Rooney has been pulled off by a 69-year-old.
Well, what a result. The UK Somalian has beat America's Kenyan to show that the Africans aren't going to have it all their own way.
Thanks for all those fantastic statistics there, Motty. Now go and get a fucking life.
Unlikely agony aunt letters.
Dear Deirdre, I have recently become obsessed with a woman and begun stalking her. Look out of the window.
My partner won't give me oral sex, which is really annoying, because that's the only reason I formed the coalition with him in the first place.
My wife says I don't feel anything, which is a problem. And there was something else. Oh, yes, I'm on fire.
I'm 26, my girlfriend's 36. Is 10 years too big an age gap? Because her daughter's 16, she's a right little soul.
I have recently met a woman who makes me feel young again. She's 167.
Dear Deirdre, I'm from Nigeria, and I'm fed up of Mickey Flanagan mocking my accent.
Dear Auntie, I'm a very, very nervous person, and sudden noises really startle me. In fact, even if I hear a buzzer, a bit of wee comes out.
My mates are all getting into drugs, but I don't know what to do. Should I charge them mates' rates or just normal prices?
Dear Deirdre, I am a control freak. What should I do? I'll tell you what I should do.
I am 96, but I'm convinced that young women fancy me. Do I have penile dementia?
I've been wanting to come and see you for a long time, but I can't get out of the chair!
I am a man trapped inside the body of a woman. Could you tell us, please, how to get out of position 43 of the Kama Sutra?
I work in the public sector, and I'm really, really, really worried about my pension.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear at Wimbledon.
Well, at 2 sets down, let's see what he's got in his locker. He's not going to be there for about 20 minutes. I've got a crowbar.
Serena Williams has been seeded. You've got to admire the bravery of that bloke.
Hello, I'm Sue Barker. You may remember my father, Chew Barker.
Well, they say that the All England Club is a bit behind the times, and that's why this small boy has just had his hand chopped off for stealing a strawberry.
I am a tennis umpire and gay, and it wasn't easy to come out.
What a fantastic slice, but I do think the All England Club will insist she wears knickers again next year.
Fuck off, Tim!
Well, how did the umpire get up there? I think he must have used a set bladder.
Of course, this year the British players play a lot better. If we look at this graph, we see huge biceps and an angry... Sorry, Steffi, wrong graph.
And for any of our Scottish viewers, what you can see there in that glass of Pimm's is fruit.
Andy Murray here. Andy Murray not being able to make it here today, but we do have his cab driver on the other line. Can you tell us what's occurred? I can't get out of the
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
And that's a world record from Usain Bolt, 9.5 in one night.
Let's see what's happening in the velodrome. Yep.
Cycling.
Oh, you won a gold. Oh, well done. What in? Canoeing? Oh, get a life, mate.
I've just come out of the diving pool. Look at the colour of my legs.
Look at that masterful control of his javelin. He really is the best streaker we've had all year. Well, this is the pommel horse, and that plaintive neigh is the horse they are pommelling.
Time for the next fight now. He floats like a butterfly, he stings like a bee. He's got a black belt, he's got 5 black belts. OK, he's a wasp.
And if you'd like to enjoy our coverage of the dressage, we recommend MDMA.
And his penis has slapped the top of the bar. That is a straight ban from Wetherspoons.
The allegations of drug use have been strenuously denied by the new Russian Minister for Doping, Keith Vaz.
We were afraid the Chinese were going to use doping, and here she is. What a fantastic athlete. Doping!
Breaking news, Ryan Lochte has tested positive for being a twat.
And Oscar Pistorius has jumped the gun, and for that he'll only get 6 years.
Well, a nearly perfect execution there, but not quite as perfect as the one he'll receive when he returns to North Korea.
You join me live at the All Dancing. Fucking state of it.
At the end of that, the point's going to run at Hugh and Milton.
We play a round called Mock Up Your Daughters. This game involves Sarah, John, Chris and Andy, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about the subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. Let's have our first topic, please. First topic is language. Who wants to come in on that? Chris.
Language, apparently, was developed by humans to help them during hunting. That's what people will tell you. I don't buy that. I think language is more likely to have developed spontaneously, probably between a cave couple who were just furious with each other, incandescent with rage, but completely incapable of expressing their emotion, just standing opposite each other in the cave mouth, going until something had to give. And one of them finally snapped and went, "You prick!" And they all went, "Oh, it's all coming out now, isn't it? Never clean this cave up. This place is a tip." "Well, why didn't you say something before?" "Well, I couldn't, could I?" "You're a pig, you are. My mother warned me about you." "Oh, really? How?" Bantu, the Bantu languages of the southern African peoples, they speak with a system of clicks and tuts, this kind of using their throat and their tongue, and they're constantly surrounded by horses they've no need of. It's a nightmare for them. Bantu for go away horse is they're screwed, really, isn't it?
Thank you very much, Chris. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is home life. Who wants to come in? Sarah.
My home life involves no children. I don't really like children. And if you ask, most of my female friends don't have kids. If you ask any woman who doesn't have kids what would worry them about having kids, the answer would always be childbirth. From what I understand of childbirth, it changes you downstairs, doesn't it? It changes you downstairs. I quite like my downstairs the way it is, thanks very much. Certainly don't want an extension. But it's bound to change, though, isn't it? Because you're forcing a person out. That's what you're doing. You're forcing a person out. I've never forced a person out. I forced a couple in. But I was in a shop recently and this little boy came running over to me, put his hand in mine and shouted, "Mammy!" And I thought, oh, sometimes forget me keys, but I think I'd remember that. And then his dad came over and I thought, I wonder if this is the best chat-up line ever. And his dad's going to go, "No, no, that's not your mammy. Remember your mammy left us because my willy's too big."
OK, that leaves with Andy and John. The next topic, please. The topic is politics. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
So, we've had the Lib Dems announce their immigration plan. What they like to do is they'd like to put immigrants into places in Britain which don't, at the moment, have many immigrants. Quite what those parts of Britain will feel about that policy. I grew up for quite a long time in Cornwall, and there they regarded anybody who came from Devon as an immigrant. We had one bloke on our street who was known as the Traveller because he'd once been by train up to London. And we have a new president for Europe, a man by the name of Herman Van Rompuy. Now, the Sun can't wait to get a headline going on this one. Rumpy Pumpy, Rumpy Numpty, Humpty Rumpy. They'll go for gold if he gets involved in an affair with a one-legged ugly dwarf. Rumpy Pumpy from Rumpy Numpty with Frumpy Stumpy Grumpy.
Well done, Andy Parsons. OK, John, let's see what you've been left with. The topic is fitness.
I think as a country we all know that we're not as fit as we used to be. We still sell a lot of sports clothing, though. I'm from Liverpool. If you ever go to Liverpool and you look around at the number of people in tracksuits, you'll think you're in an Olympic village. The reality is you've only got to see the size of the tracksuits to know that you're not in an Olympic village. And the problem is when you invest in some sport and clothes, you feel you've got to do something with them. I bought a brand new pair of running shoes, a brand new pair of shoes that I thought I'll have to do something. One of my mates said, "Why don't you join us? A few of us are doing a 10K race." Never run a 10K before, and when you enter, you've got to put an estimated finish time. I didn't know what to put down. I phoned my mate Sam up. I said, "What shall I put down?" He said, "Oh, put 22 minutes. I thought that seems optimistic. I put 24 minutes. I sent the form in. I turned up on the day of the 10K race. I turned up with my mates. I was stood there with an orange number. All my mates had blue numbers. The steward came up to me. He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I was thinking of running the race." He said, "No, what are you doing back here with all the blue numbers?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, you're an orange number." I said, "So what?" He said, "Well, if you're an orange number, that means you're an elite athlete." He took me to the front. It was me and 3 Kenyans.
Good man, John. OK, in that round, the points go to Chris and Sarah.
Now we play a round called Your Grexits Are Here, Here and Here. This game involves James and Gary, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of the performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. The first subject is parties. Who wants to go into that? James.
I went to a surprise party recently for my friend Darryl. We were all in his living room, all of us, in the dark, hiding. His girlfriend turned to us all. She went, "Right, he's going to be here in a minute. When he gets in, everyone jump out, yell surprise, and that will be really surprising." I argued it'd be a lot more surprising if instead of making all that commotion, we all just stood there in his living room in the dark, just... When he comes in and turns the lights on, see how surprised he is then? It's a good party. I schmoozed. I'm good at schmoozing. Buttering people up. I'll give you some schmoozing tips, why not? A lot of people will tell you when you're schmoozing, have a good icebreaker, right? Break the ice. What they won't tell you, at the end of the conversation, unbreak the ice. You don't want anyone else swooping in, taking advantage of all the lovely little ice cubes that you created. So freeze it over again before you leave. So as you're leaving, just slide something under the fence, like death comes to us all, something like that.
So, Gary's left. Let's see what topic you have, Gary. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is childhood.
I didn't know what to get my little niece for Christmas, so I asked my sister what she's into. And apparently, at the moment, she's mad about frozen stuff, so I got her some oven chips and peas. Oh, they love that. Every Christmas day, we'd always have pigs in blankets. Or, as you probably call them, relatives sleeping in the spare room. Winnie the Pooh, possibly the most vindictive chapter in Nelson Mandela's autobiography. It was only after I shot the 5th zombie that I started to wonder why they were all carrying bags of sweets and ringing my doorbell. I've been trying to recapture my lost youth. I really must get that cellar door fixed. One time when I was a kid, I bought a chocolate bar. On the inside of the wrapper, it said, "You're a loser." I wouldn't mind if there'd been some sort of competition on. To make things worse, it was a boost. As a family, we couldn't decide whether to have Nana buried or cremated, so in the end, we let her live. My 13-year-old cousin's already started taking heroin. It's amazing, isn't it? They shoot up so fast these days.
Well done. Very good. I'm going to go to Lady. Everyone come back.
Pretty sure you're looking for the one-armed man.
To be honest, should we not wait for Adam to put his foot back?
Yeah. Probably should have done that one last, really.
Same problem.
I kind of backed myself into a corner. Quick impression, Heather Mills in the morning.
I could not stop looking at that then. Was that really weird? I don't know why, I was just like, ah, the leg, look at the leg. I don't know what I was thinking, just the leg. I wanted to touch the leg.
It was a nice joke to do, but I think most of you kind of went, ha, ah!
The thing is, we all know Adam's only got one leg, everyone else does now. He's hurt himself!
OK.
I think you're looking for the bloke with one leg.
Right, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear from a weather forecaster.
The Met Office have issued a weather warning. They've told the weather not to do that again or there'll be trouble.
Temperatures could rise to 31 degrees. Shit, I've left my baby in the car!
And finally, a warning to hay fever sufferers. Don't come sneezing near me or I'll rip your face off.
So, here's the summary. Monday shite, Tuesday shite, Wednesday shite, Thursday bollocks.
The humidity's rising. The barometer's going low. Tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30, it's going to start raining men.
The outlook's bright for the weekend. I've got 3 grams of coke in my pocket and my wife's on holiday.
Well, let's go to Carol on the roof of Television Centre. She's not meant to be there. She's just a bit depressed.
This part of the country is going to stay hot and wet for quite some time because that's where my girlfriend lives. Oh, yeah.
So, it's going to be between 17 and 21, but Berlusconi won't date older than that.
It was raining cats and dogs last night.
I should know. I was throwing them off my roof.
It's going to be -12 this weekend, so if you're in Newcastle, you might need a bigger T-shirt.
It's going to be cloudier tonight. I love those German birds.
What do you care what the weather's going to be like? You look shit in all your clothes.
She felt every part of his 8 inches. He was stiff, absolutely wretched, and even in her innocence, she knew her hamster was dead.
He felt a swelling down there. Shouldn't have tried to bang a beehive.
He took her hand in his and squeezed it. Now, he thought, I wonder where the rest of her body is.
I want to role play. I'll be a prince from a mythical land, and you be your sister.
He looked at the tattoo of Chinese writing on her back. He didn't know what it meant, but he did know she'd put out on a first date.
Jeremy Corbyn, you've got me blindfolded. What are you going to do now? Nothing. I just wanted to highlight the injustice of inmates detained at Camp X-Ray without a fair trial.
The first topic is science and technology. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
I've got a fancy being a wind farmer. No, because I think out of all the farmer jobs, it's got to be the easiest, isn't it? You know, cock crows, oh, wake up, out of bed, check the wind's blowing, yes it is, brilliant, back to bed again. Alternatively, you know, cock crows, out of bed, wind's not blowing, sod all I can do about it, back to bed again. Because they never actually invent what you want them to invent. I am still waiting for a decent alarm clock, yeah? Maybe one that doesn't, in fact, alarm you, right? Maybe one that just nudges you awake, right? Gives you a little cuddle, makes you a cup of tea, a little tickle downstairs, then phones up work so you can't come in.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. OK, the next subject, please. Our next subject is charity. Who wants to go with? Joshua Whittaker.
Charity work doesn't always go well. I had a situation when I was 10 and my school was raising money for the local church roof, because it's always the church roof. I don't know what the problem is with church roofs. It's like they're spending the money elsewhere. You're going, yeah, well, the roof's ruined, but we've just installed a hot tub, so come and praise the Lord in there, yeah? We all had to do different things, and me and my best friend Thomas decided what we were going to do. We were going to walk the 3 miles to our nearest market town wearing Wellington boots full of custard, right? We thought this would be good. And it would have been good, but for one small issue, which was when preparing the custard for the Wellington boot, my mum didn't think that we might want it served at a lower temperature. And you would serve it on an apple crumble. I tell you now, there are few things in your life more terrifying than looking at your Wellington boots and seeing them steaming by the entrance to stars in their eyes. I said, I'm not putting my foot in there, that's boiling hot. Mum said, isn't that the challenge? No, that is not the challenge. Don't know if you ever put your foot in a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard. A few of you might have. What is it? Similar to a hot bath. With a hot bath, it goes something like this. It goes, that is too hot. With a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard, more like this. That is too hot. And suctioned on. It's like a medieval torture devised by the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah, and this is doubly humiliating because I've had to go in 3 times to break the skin on the custard.
Thank you very much, Josh Whittaker. OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is education.
One time at school, I lost my thesaurus. I couldn't find the words to describe how upset I was. I remember sitting in psychology class, learning about Pavlov, thinking, no stupid dogs. And then the bell went and we all had lunch.
sitting at home, this guy knocks on my door. Have you ever considered an alternative energy supplier? I'm like, no, I'm quite happy with food. It's got to be a tough job going around door to door encouraging people to photosynthesise. I can give you the leading cause of anaphylactic shock in a nutshell. I've got the memory of an elephant. I remember one time I went to the zoo and saw an elephant. My nan recently claimed that she once gave a hand job to Albert Einstein. What a stroke of genius. Technically, shoplifting from the Apple store only counts as scrumping. Sex education lessons at our school were pretty weird. The teacher made us shout out rude words to get out of our system, like bum, willy, cocks, and we had to carry on doing that until he came. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jack Delaney. I get points to everyone there. Well done. Come on back. Unlikely things to hear in a TV election debate.
The truth. Labour, ready! Tories, ready! Bring on the wall!
I think of this studio as a second home, which is why I'm claiming expenses for it.
And the lines have closed. Gordon, it could be you. David, it could be you. Nick, it's not going to be you.
We in the Tory party are going to give the north of England a huge boost, and then all the people can come out and lick the chocolate off it.
If you're elected, you'll raise taxes. If your mum's elected, she will. It's me who got you into this mess, and it's him that will get you out of it.
And at the end of that round, Gordon, you've scored no points.
I'm really very, very proud of my working class roots. When I was growing up, we only had an outside toilet. Eventually, we got enough money to buy a house.
Cheryl, tonight you're going to be mentoring the Lib Dems.
Let me know, Pick. What's your real name?
How will we shorten waiting lists? Simple. By letting the weak die.
The Messiah. And the Queen is a biscuit.
I am almost certain that was a floating voter.
Very good. The end of the round, the points go to Patrick, Hugh and Milton. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to read in a political memoir.
So we were playing Truth or Dare, and I didn't want to tell the truth, so I shagged Edwina Curry.
Big Ben struck 12 and stopped. Thank God. My buttocks were on fire.
I thought I'd pressed the button that summoned the tea lady. Imagine my surprise when it turned out I bombed Russia.
I think the greatest thing about meeting the Queen was listening to him singing Candle in the Wind.
Yeah.
Say what you like about Robert Mugabe, but that moustache makes all the difference to foreplay.
I suspected that John Prescott was having an affair when the 4 legs of his desk came through the ceiling above me.
I was actually at college with Saddam Hussein. We were at Sussex together doing chemistry and combined inhumanities.
At the start, there were 3 women in the cabinet, 5 in the cellar and 2 under the patio.
Deciding to go to war was one of the tensest games of eeny, meeny, miny, mo I have ever played.
We'd sometimes break up boring cabinet meetings by convincing David Blunkett he was black.
Oh, when we got into Bosnia, the first thing we did was get the United Nations troops setting up trestle tables with plates of cheese straws and sausage rolls. But it turns out we were supposed to provide a buffer, not a buffet.
John Prescott, a book by me.
Take that, you bastard, he said. No one fucks with Mahatma Gandhi.
Here we go. The first subject is travel. Who wants to come in on that?
I'll do it.
Chris Hansen.
The most dangerous roads in the whole of the world are British motorways. That is my sincere belief. Not because of the speed, because you can't get up speed on the British motorway because you're stuck behind a dick in a caravan. Do you know, I found this out. 1 in 5 families in this country goes caravanning. Why? What makes a family who don't get on in a normal-sized house believe that squeezing themselves into a tin for a fortnight is going to improve matters? It's such a self-deluding activity, which for me is symbolised by that. You know that 5-foot-long wing mirror, the detachable wing mirror the dad puts on the car? Well, I have to see what's behind me. It's of paramount importance that at all moments I can see what is behind me. Oh, for goodness sake, just paste a picture of a traffic jam on there, because that's what's behind you. You don't need to look to see what's behind you. It's there because you are. So the government, they're boring, right? The motorways are boring, and the government puts up those signs to stop us falling asleep, saying, TARDIS can kill, take a break. But the thing is, we're not surprised by those signs anymore, so they don't really work. I think they have to keep changing them. I think they should change those signs to keep us on our toes. Change them to ones that say, déjà vu can kill, take a break. And then one exactly the same, half a mile.
Gary, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is relationships.
The other day, a woman described me as a bit of a looker. Well, voyeur was the actual word that she used. I used to go out with a parachutist with IBS, but she shat on me from a great height. One time I nearly had a threesome with my girlfriend and my best friend, and the only thing that stopped it happening was they didn't invite me. My girlfriend said she wanted to try some new condoms with something special inside to boost her pleasure. I said, oh, what's that? She said, other men. Our 4th child was called Ivy, and that's because we ran out of names and started using Roman numerals. My last girlfriend was always trying to put me down, which is just one of the hazards of going out with a vet. I tried reading a book on premature ejaculation, but I couldn't get past the opening passage. This Christmas, I'm taking the whole family to Lapland, which is great, because normally those clubs don't let kids in. I always worry when a woman sees me naked for the first time that she's just going to scream and run out of the park. My girlfriend and I love watching box sets. We got 3 episodes into Orange is the New Black before finding out it wasn't about what would happen if Trump replaced Obama.
Thank you very much.
Ross, well done. Point in that round going to Gary Delaney. The subject is clubbing. Who wants to talk about that? Miles.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you can all tell I'm a bit of a clubber. Nothing I like more than getting down to the local hotspot and shaking the old batty and ting, a bit of shawaddy-waddy. Don't mind if I do. No, I have tried night clubbing. It's not really my thing. I'm a bit too delicate, my system. I was in a nightclub recently. A fellow young raver danced up and shouted, "I'm loving it, loving it, loving it!" I replied, "I'm finding it all a bit noisy, finding it all a bit noisy, finding it all a bit noisy." People jump around like crazy in those places. At one point, my cup and saucer was knocked clean out of my hand. It's tricky. I mean, I've tried the dancing. That's not my thing either. I don't care if I haven't got sexy Latin rhythms. I've got a Latin A-level. Much more transferable in the job market. I was on the dance floor recently. A lot of my fellow young ravers were blowing whistles, so I joined in and gave a bloody good pop on my bugle. Unfortunately, that meant half the Bosworth Hunt came charging in across the dance. Hounds mistook 3 of the ginger students for foxes, and there was a hell of a mess.
Thank you very much, Master. OK, that leaves us with Jack. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is health.
I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that is my gun. So, we are in the midst of an obesity epidemic, and the people I blame, definitely, are the supermarkets, because I don't think they're doing enough, right? Like, you go into any supermarket now, and you buy food. If you care about what you put into your body, you look at the nutritional information, you know, the little wheel of guilt that every packet has on it now. That lures you in, doesn't it? Like, you buy something, like ice cream. It's like, this ice cream only contains 5% of your daily intake of calories. You're like, oh, that's very promising. I'll buy and eat the ice cream then. Then you look up a little bit closer, above the little wheel of guilt, tiny white writing, 1/8 of a tub. Oh, you cheeky bastard. You're not allowed to do that. Put on the packet whatever makes it sound good to sell the product, then make up a ludicrously unrealistic portion size so I buy it like a twat. That's like Greg's going, this sausage roll only contains 2% of your daily intake of calories. If you lick it. It needs to be more. I think what the supermarkets need to start doing is putting warnings on their packets of food, like they do with cigarettes. You buy cigarettes, it's got a horrible picture of, like, a lung caked in shit. You're like, oh, I don't want to smoke that. You should do it with food. Tesco's on cakes should just have pictures of, I don't know, a really fat woman crying as she walks out of Topshop empty-handed.
OK, at the end of that round, what the hell? Points for everyone. Come on, sit back down here. Things you wouldn't hear on the radio.
In that episode of the Hugh Dennis story, Hugh Dennis was played by Bruce Willis, Steve Punt was played by Hugh Dennis, and the band was Shawaddy Waddy.
You touch my turnips and I'll fuck you up.
And now for a travel update. There is an accident on the M1. It's a good one, so hurry up. There's flames and everything.
Next, a book at bedtime. Martin Jarvis reads the speeches of Hitler in a high-pitched girl's voice.
Good afternoon, this is Radio 4 and I have a regional accent.
Next on Radio 4, the dogging forecast.
Here on Traffic Watch, we're predicting long delays on the M4, where I'm about to hit my ex-wife's car with this helicopter.
And now it's the panel show where our panel try to stave off premature ejaculation. Yes, it's just a minute.
morning. This is Breakfast with Tony Blackburn. I'm not actually on the radio. I've broken into your kitchen. Do you want toast?
Next, more lesbian propaganda with Woman's Hour.
Well, you've certainly stumped the Gardener's Question Time panel. None of us know how to bring a fox to orgasm.
You're listening to Heart FM. The same 5 songs all day long.
"6 a.m, welcome to the breakfast show. Who's up at 6 a.m? My wife's leaving me. My dad didn't get up at 6 a.m, and he was a fucking minor."
OK, in that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Michael. Whose famous face was recently given a makeover?
Is this the Jesus story?
This is the Jesus story.
This is like this Spanish woman who tried to restore this painting and just ruined it.
She did. Where was it, by the way? It was in...
It was in Spain.
It was in Spain. I'm trying to
Where
find...
the Spanish ladies are.
Yes. And they do dance well. It was in Zaragoza. It was in the Sanctuary of Mercy Church in Zaragoza.
That's it. And the authorities were very cross with her. Because the only people who are allowed to touch up in a Catholic church are, of course, the priest.
Yes, it was a church, the Sanctuary of Mercy Church near Zaragoza, and there is a century-old...
You really brought Spain to life for us there.
You have to make an effort with foreign names. You can't just be Zeds and...
And you say Paris, do you?
Zaragoza. Zaragoza.
Wanker.
Zaragoza.
So, anyway, hola, ¿qué tal? Sí, bueno.
See, the worst thing is I do the Spanish accent, it goes Mexican incredibly quickly.
There was a fresco in a church in Zaragoza. This fresco was incredibly beautiful. They call it El Guapismo.
Anyway, there was a fresco in a church in Zaragoza.
Where's the fresco?
It's in a church in Zaragoza. In a church in Zaragoza. In a church in Zaragoza.
Zaragoza. How old was it?
It was a century, it was 100 years old.
A whole 100 years?
A whole 100 years old.
What a story this is, Mike. Somebody has touched up a 100-year-old painting on a wall.
Quiet week. Zaragoza is a very sleepy town. I think it's much more the case that it was decaying because of where it had been painted, right? And so this is how the fresco looked originally. This is actually a photograph taken some years ago. Now,
This
is the fresco. It's painted by Elias Garcia Martinez. I'm going for it. I'm going
Do
for
it, man, do it.
Right. This is how it looked just recently because the plaster on which it was built had decayed, right? So this is how it looked now.
Okay.
So a nice old lady, a nice Zaragozan lady, went in and repainted it. And just paint up. And this is how it looked when she'd finished. She's done a great job of it.
Here's one I sent in earlier.
You really should be. Like old lady, Zaragoza. I am sorry, people of Zaragoza. We cannot return your paintings. Thank you very much for sending them in to Mock the Week's gallery.
Your paintings because they're painted on a wall in a church.
She's actually made Jesus look like a Teletubby.
She also rounded him off as well. Like she twisted it around and the whole thing.
She thought she'd done a really good job, though, because everyone that she showed it to went, Jesus Christ!
Completely fair. We don't actually know what Jesus looked like.
You didn't look like
Just assume that he looked like... Who knows?
I'll tell you what,
This might have been the bit from the Bible.
I'm Jesus.
I'll tell you what. Missing in the Bible where Jesus comes in after a botched face job. At supper and everyone says, have you had any work done, Jesus? No!
You know,
furry hat. My furry hat goes all the way around. She's actually seeing the restorer next week, isn't she? Because she's got to tell the restorer exactly what materials she used to do that. And you're thinking all she's going to produce is half a potato.
The irony is she is probably older than the fucking fresco.
Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a thriller.
Michael, Peter, David, Vladimir, I think we may have a spy in the organisation.
Give me the pentagon, then the triangle, and then the square.
Ah, Pussy Galore, Bond here. I've been told by my doctor that I need to contact all previous partners.
The owner of this motel dresses up as his mother and stabs people. But the guidebook says it's still better than the Ibis.
I want you to go to Warsaw, meet a man called Borislav. You'll then ask him why he didn't fix my plumbing before he left for home.
Miss Scarlett looked at him through the window. He had one massive testicle like a space hopper. That was why they called him Professor Plum.
This is no ordinary pen, Bond. Turn it upside down, the woman's clothes drop off and you can see her face.
Red or green, which do I cut? Come on, they're only peppers. How long is this salad going to take?
We need to find the third man. There's no way Amanda Holden will shag just two of us.
Here's Simon.
The Orient Express has been cancelled. However, there was a murder on the temporary Orient replacement bus.
I have amnesia. The tattoos on my body will tell me what happened. Dara was here.
I'd been a serial killer for 4 years, but they'd never given me a nickname. Then, you bite one guy in the ass, and suddenly you're the butt muncher.
Ah, the butt muncher's got me! The butt muncher's got me!
OK, the next topic is bad things to say at a wedding.
I do. Don't worry, the vows are simple. Just repeat after me. Eeny, meeny, macaracka, rare, ride, dominacca, chicka-bocka, lollipopper, rom, pom, push.
And we will now sing hymn number 225. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
When John went down on one knee, I wish I'd known that he was having a stroke.
I'd like to thank Elsie for the flowers. It was her funeral I nicked them from.
So your best man's in an absolute state. That's my mum.
Now, it's my job to tell some amusing stories about Gavin. So, first of all, for a kick-off, he's a hermaphrodite.
My bride always wears white. Isn't that right, Dolly? Bah!
Hey, Carol's family have always had their doubts about me. So, first of all, let me explain why I'm naked.
This is my first gay wedding, so you must be the pretty one.
To my new son-in-law, I would say this. You have released me. This monster is yours now.
I would like to apologise for the state of my clothes and the smell of sick only I spent last night in a skip. Anyway, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
People have said to me, why have you stopped being a bachelor after so long? And I say, well, look at her. She's wealthy and she's dying.
It wouldn't be a traditional Norfolk wedding without a speech from the father of the bride and groom.
The end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Stuart. Our next round is called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, what's going on here?
You know that thing when a dog's eaten a bee?
Is David Cameron going, 6 pages? Is this really the complete list of taxpayers in Greece?
Is it David Cameron can almost smell the shit coming off the Tory manifesto? I only got a bit political, didn't I?
Is he looking at the tea menu and he's saying, I'll have the millionaire's shortbread, or as I call it, shortbread?
Is it Cameron upset to see no Dizzy Rascal on the karaoke songbook?
He does a very good bonkers, actually. He does a very good bonkers.
Is it Cameron orders Eton mess for dessert and for the country?
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, has Rebecca had a head transplant?
I've got a tiny dick now, but I love politics.
Have you got a third joke that you're going to do about... Go on!
Cameron preparing to sell NHS at auction. It's fun doing politics, isn't it? What a time to be alive.
Is that Cameron checking the TV listings going, Rob Beckett's on Mock the Week, that's the end of me, then?
His hard-hitting caustic satire is finishing me. He's mocking me on that week.
If the joke's not good enough, just put your hand up in the air.
Am I right, brothers? Am I right? Yeah. My dad's in the bath and I got some politics. Let's go!
Is it Cameron reading a note that just says, David, this is the only way I could speak to you. I haven't heard from you since May the 7th. Call me, Nick, XOXO.
Or is he in fact just going, all right, it says here, Nick Clegg is in fact doing the Sheffield Panto at Christmas. That's what it says here.
He's bounced back.
This, I think, is Cameron at the G7, isn't it?
It is, absolutely, yes. It's Cameron at the G7. Why is he having these high-level meetings?
He's trying to kind of get them to make some changes to the EU to convince... Because we're doing this whole EU vote. I think the EU is misbranded. No one would want to leave if they called it the League of Legends. If they said, do you want to leave the League of Legends? I'd go, no, mate, I'm the chairman.
We've got to vote again already. I'm going to start feeling like...
It's in 2 years' time.
Oh, I'm going to start feeling like a pedo waiting around school halls 8 in the morning. It's embarrassing.
You don't have to wait around for 2 years. In fact, I strongly
I'm really into politics now. I'm going to think about it.
What does he ask? He wants major concessions, mainly on free movement of people, on immigration, doesn't he?
Yes. But that is essentially the whole point of it, is that you can't. Yeah, and you can't deny benefits to people because you've got to treat them as your own citizens, right? So how is he going to stop European immigrants coming into the country?
Dara, you've been claiming off us for 10 years, mate.
Also, Willie's
all right, don't cheer that. Yeah, finally somebody has a nerve to say it. Mr. Giant Head Posh Leg.
It's brilliant now if UKIP made you a campaign issue.
Stop this man for too long. Is human. Got a big picture of me. So, big picture of me going like that. This man, bam, bam, bam. Picture of me. Just grabbing all your cash.
He's visiting.
Tura, lura, lura.
30 years ago, it was all Warsaw Pact, but now it's empty.
If we leave Europe, we'll have to pay more for Kinder eggs. Because they're going up as it is.
Yeah, I know.
Like 70p.
No, you know, if we leave Europe, we'll get the Kinder Egg and we'll open up and there'll be no toy.
Oh, my gosh.
I did not expect that to have quite the effect it had, right? Wow, somebody just cancelled Christmas for the rare air.
Well, what we could do is deliver France an ultimatum saying that if we don't get our way, we'll call Greggs a patisserie.
Now we play a round called Mock the 9 o'clock News. This game involves Zoe, Stuart, Andy and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is finance. Can I have a volunteer to talk about that? Andy.
British Airways, their answer to the credit crunch, they've asked their employees, can you come into work for nothing for a month or take a month off unpaid? There's a tricky choice, isn't there? And who is going to want to fly British Airways? The last thing you want to hear when you get on the plane, this is your captain speaking. I'm not being paid today. Good luck. I am looking forward to seeing the credit crunch version of Monopoly. You know, instead of getting £1,500 from the bank, you have to lend the bank £1,500. And then everybody keeps on going round the board with nobody buying any property whatsoever because they always think it's going to be cheaper next time they go around.
Well done, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is Sarah Palin. Who wants to talk about that?
Sarah Palin. She was apparently an ex-beauty queen of a town in Alaska called Wasilla. And the press were very keen on this. They kept saying, you know, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin, the ex-beauty queen, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin. Let me tell you something, people. Wasilla is a very, very small town. Population 8, possibly 9,000 people at the best of times. To call it a one-horse town is to over-exaggerate the number of horses in that town by one. They timeshare a horse with another shithole down the road. Now, my brother used to live in Anchorage, Alaska, and I have been to Wasilla, and in the 5 minutes it took us to drive across Wasilla, I was voted beauty queen of Wasilla. It was no big deal, honestly. An otter and a caribou came second and third, respect.
Thank you very much, Joey. That leaves us with Stuart and Russell. Let's spin the wheel again. The next topic is men's health. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I went to the doctors recently with anal issues. I thought I had cancer, not I can't put my CDs in order. But it's a terrifying moment, right? So scary, because in your head, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I went there and I took down my trousers. Obviously, we had a chat first, and it just... I'm not very well. You see that, mate? This is a chip shop. You've never done it slower in your life. I was just peeling them down. I got them down to about there. Just heard his booming voice go, in the other room. You have a decision to make there. Do you pull them up or do you waddle with pride, right? You waddle, that's what you do. When you waddle, you can't help but giggle. The last thing you need is to be giggling is before a man's going to pop his finger in your Richard, because now you're a wiggling target, right? I'll be honest, when the finger goes in, you're not laughing anymore! You're like a red arrow! And that's the moment they chat. How you doing? Fine. When you draw the curtains, we've gathered quite a crowd. Look at that, it's Atrium Steps and he's getting violated. I'm Russell!
OK, Stuart, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is school.
You are looking at a very proud Canadian who's very proud of the education system in Canada. No, I was horrible in school. I failed math so many times I can't even count. I preferred French over chemistry because the chemistry teacher and I just didn't have any, rapport. One teacher said I'd be a better student if I spent less time flirting. I immediately jumped off his lap. One teacher used to always say I wasn't very observant, but you know what? That was his or her opinion. I was going to join the debating team, but someone talked me out of it. In high school, I was voted most likely to reminisce.
OK, at the end of that round, the point goes to Zoe and Stuart.